Hi guys, welcome to the Crochet Along. This is the first week. This week we're going to make these little strips for the pads. Now, these are the yarn I'm going to talk about, the yarn I'm going to use. But you can use, this is any regular 4-weight yarn. You can even do 5 if you want to. Just make sure it's nice and squishy. So when you put like your baby down or whatever you use it for, it'll be soft for them. Okay, so the yarn I'm using is this beautiful Lorena, the Lorena yarn. It's Lorena worsted. And the colors I'm using, sorry about the wrinkles, but I want to make sure you see. This is lilac, 63958. So we're going to use that one. We're going to use the light blue 52025. That's a beautiful color. And we got the mint 63105. And then we have the yellow we can't see it, 63104. So those are the colors, and then I'm just going to use a regular white. Now you can use any color to join them or anything you want. So the white is 45138, and it's just nice and squishy. It's a 4 medium. Probably can't see all that. It's a 100-gram ball. 55% cotton, 45% acrylic. It's a 100-gram ball, 160 meters. Use a 4-5 millimeter knitting needle. And it's just squishy. This yarn I use like for, I guess, baskets would be good. Dog beds would be good. Cat beds, animal beds. And it's just, I know the square is wonky right now, but that changes when you put it all together. So you can use any colors you want, or you can do it all one color or just 2 colors. I used to do, years ago, I would get 3 different colors, and then I'd get a variegated yarn that had all 3 of the colors in. Now for this square, I'm doing 3 strips of blue, 3 strips of yellow, and 2 strips of the green and purple. So the size I'm doing mine, I needed 60 strips of the yellow and blue and 40 strips of the green and purple. Yeah, as long as it I will correct it if I end up making it bigger, but I don't think I will, because that will make, I think it's going to be pretty big size then. Okay, so let's get started. Put those aside. Now you can hear Chief. He's not happy. And of course some yarn barf. That's okay. It's not too bad. So I've been making these for years. It's just, there's a lot of sewing involved, but I kind of bribed my daughter into doing it. So I start with a slip knot. And this is super easy, guys. If you can do a double crochet and a single crochet and a chain, you got it. So first we're going to chain 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. So you got your chain of 20. Now, as you know, if you ever watched my other tutorials, or I always turn so I get the back hump. So you got 2 there. In the second one, you do single crochet, and I do single crochet all the way down. Now these are they're so beautiful. They're just a lot of sewing, and we all know what I think of sewing, but I bribed my daughter, so we are good. I'm going to show you how to sew, how I sew them on this one anyways. Single crochet. Yes, I do crochet a little different than other people crochet. I'm using a 6 hook. I should have probably mentioned that, which is an eye hook. It's my furls hook. The first row is always tedious, like in any project when you go in the back loop, but it makes it, the finish is so much better. I love it. Like, it makes it look really good. Can you see? I'll show you. It's so much better. Hope the camera angle's good. I've got a new desk and it's white, so I'm hoping you can see it much better than what it used to. And all the way to the end. Okay, so we're at the end. You chain 3. Now this chain is your first double crochet and your chain 1, because you're going to skip one. So you got to, this is technically going to be your spot for your first double crochet. You skip one because you have that chain in there, and you put a double crochet in the, I say the third, but it's really the second, because this one's going to count as your double crochet. And you double crochet, you chain 1, skip 1, double crochet. Chain 1, you skip 1 and double crochet. You chain 1, skip 1, and then double crochet, and you do that all the way down. Yes, people make fun of the way I crochet. It's okay. Gets the job done for me anyways. Okay, so you're at the last one. So make sure you chain 1, skip that one, and you go into your last stitch there and double crochet. Then you chain 1, turn your work. Now you're going to go into this hole for your single crochet. Then you're going to go in it, all of it, for a single crochet. You're going to go into that stitch for a single crochet. Then you're going to go through your single crochet. So you do that all the way down in your stitch, in your hole, in your stitch, and single crochet all the way down. These are so simple and easy, guys. Now you could technically use these as a blanket. I wouldn't use it as a blanket for a baby. Not at all, because there's holes all through it and it's not, you know, I don't think it's appropriate. Okay, so you're in your last stitch. Now, in this is your chain 3. So that's including, you got to do your chain 1, and then you got to go in that because that's included as a stitch. So you got to do a single crochet in there, in your second stitch from the top. There. And then you chain 1. And I like to leave a nice long tail. And there's your first strip. Now, we're going to sew in these ends. Oh, I always need a threader. I can't thread a needle for the life of me. And this is why I keep a long tail. I turn it from the back and I go through it. And I use a sharp metal one. You can use whatever you want. You can, whatever way you want to sew in your ends, you do it. So I go through once and then I go back again. And then I always go back again. Like I do it 3 times. Always 3 times. And then I cut my tail. I'll show you again. Not like you need me to, but you know, you never know. So, go in once, one way. Go in again. Go back the other way. And then you go back that way again. Always 3 times. I think it's better that, I don't think your yarn will come out. It's harder for it to come out. It can't stretch 3 different ways, so there. So that's what it looks like. It looks a little wonky, and it will until you get it all together. Okay, so I hope to see you next week, guys.